I can't help but laugh because it's mad corny at the end.
For sure. I think we're corny people, though, so it's okay. We can get away with being a little bit silly.
Yeah, but I just don't want people to be like, oh, it's that typical couple BS.
Yeah. Well, maybe we are that typical couple. I don't know.
No.
Definitely not.
We stand out.
We're both weirdos, so I think we can get away with being weirdos.
Okay, that's cool. So, are you going to tell the people what's going on? It's opening day.
It is opening day. I feel like I'm moving into a dorm room or something.
I think it's because you never did.
That's probably true.
Sorry.
I'm not a college graduate.
Stop, I didn't say that. I was just saying you didn't live on campus. My God.
Yes, I went to a community college where they don't have dorm rooms.
They don't? They don't?
No, they do. Actually, they had dorms the first year I moved in. But I think we've gone on a tangent here. Welcome to the show.
So sorry. Alright, so keeping it interesting with Lee and Z, that's what's going down.
I'm Lee, and you are Z, which is short for Zanetta.
Right.
And we are a couple from Syracuse, New York.
Yup.
Yup.
Representing Syracuse. Tell them what you do, and, you know, you got other things going on besides your day job.
Sure. So my day job, I am not quite a telemarketer, but I am a call center agent, and I work for a microchip company for pets. I help lost pets get home and help people report their lost pets. That sort of thing.
Did you mention that you do it from home?
I didn't mention that, but I do work from home.
So, what time do you have to be at work? At home? I'm not crapping on it, by the way. I'm just asking.
Yeah, so I think I see where you're getting at here.
Yeah.
And so I have to be at work at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
So, what time do you usually get out of bed and up and ready for the day?
That'd be about 9:55.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
So, you live a luxurious life, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you don't even wear pants, but...
That is true. And the summer's coming. I was wearing pants a lot in these recent months because it's been cold.
I was wearing pants a lot. Uh-huh.
But definitely in the coming months where it's not as chilly in the morning, I might not.
Yeah.
Go without pants.
It's just like, I think it was when we first started dating that I would come here and visit you after I got out of my old job at 5, and, you know, you'd just be wrapped in a blanket, but then I'd realize, well, dude's not wearing pants again. Alright, so what else besides your day job, your 9:55 a.m. rollout?
I am also the lyricist and vocalist for a little band called the Mattydale Music Collective. We've been together for like 4.5 years. We've had 3 albums out. We're the local scene. We're alternative. We're kind of all over the place genre-wise. But
I was going to say alt for sure. Is that what you're going to call it now?
I mean, we were nominated for a Sammy.
Okay.
In the alternative rock category.
You're a professional.
So. You love to throw the professional thing at me because you're the real professional.
I'm not, but I like when you tell me that, and I'm like, nah.
But no,
quite.
I mean, I think hopefully people have heard us, and if you haven't, check us out. But yeah, I mean, we're out there.
So I don't know. Should I go ahead and say what I do?
So
I just don't really like to. I don't know. My theory is unless. Like, I waitress on the weekends, so unless someone asks me what I do in the daytime, then I don't really go around and tell people. And my family, you know, my number one fans, they'll introduce me as Zanetta, my daughter, on the radio. It's like, I just do it because I love it. Like, I know not a lot of people get to say that. I've been in radio for, like, 6 years, also been waitressing for, like, 6 years, and then do some DJ stuff on the side. Not too much of that, but if someone
we're
needs
just getting
me,
started, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I've helped other people out with it before. I've been like an assistant. But weddings are too much by yourself, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
They are. So that's why I really haven't taken too much of that on. So we'll be talking about antiquing, probably going out to a couple different, not a couple, but like a bunch of different antique shops. You know, we'll document it, show you guys where we're at. Places are cool, maybe not worth it. You know, some places, honestly, I've been, I'm like, yeah, glad I saw it, but maybe not coming back. And I'm not trying to talk crap, but that's just how it is.
For sure.
So,
We hope to head up some antique fairs.
Oh, for sure. Bachville is
Yeah.
my life.
And we also have some ambitions about starting an Etsy store, like maybe working some antique shows this summer, but that's
I'm
getting
not a
ahead of us.
Pinterest queen, that's all. Like, I know I call myself not a professional, but, like, I'm really not a Pinterest queen.
So antiquing is a big thing that we're both interested in, for sure, a shared interest.
Yeah.
The other thing is beer. So,
I don't know why we wouldn't like to drink.
yeah. I mean,
But when I met you, you got me into the hoppy beers, and I don't know how I didn't drink hop before 8 months ago or whatever.
absolutely. And I myself have not really been into like that grainy hoppy taste until probably 6 months to a year ago. I really forced myself to kind of drink more craft beers. Our first episode here, we have 2 beers that we're going to open. We're going to open the first one now, and this is.
Oh, we're opening it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Might as well.
I'm ready to drink.
And this one's called Neon Rainbows. It's from Omegang, Cooperstown. One of our favorite, well, my favorite concert venues.
Omegang is just like a good go-to when we go out to the bars. It's like, oh, I can definitely count on it being good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so open that up, and then the other thing that we'll be talking about is local events, food, music. We're currently creating a bucket list of, like, it could be from normal things to, like, crazy things, like ziplining and things like that. Maybe things that you guys don't want to try and that we will try. We are at some point going to have interviews. I'm definitely planning on doing some viral internet challenges. Definitely going to be talking about whatever we're listening to or watching at the time. And then the DIY encyclopedias, like, what year are they from?
I think they're from, possibly the 60s, but certainly the 70s.
So literally they're in alphabetical order, and I think we looked through, it's unreal. It never ends. I think we looked through the book that has things that start with B.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is. And it was everything from putting work into your car. Like, I thought only people that work at car shops could do that. But this book is like, you can do it too. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe.
Yeah.
So I think I only decided out of that B book that I could make a birdhouse, possibly. We'll see, though. I don't want to promise anything.
Yeah. And the great thing about this is that we aren't experts at anything.
Nah.
No. I mean, I think we're both we're pretty bright people, right? We're both smart enough.
Okay,
average.
I think today, though, we decided that you're pretty intelligent and I have the common sense. There's just many things that
Yeah.
happen every day that you say you can't do. Like when you told me you couldn't find something, a picture for cold brew coffee in our house, and I said, seriously?
You're way better at finding things than I am.
We organized those cupboards together specifically so that we both knew what was going on and where everything was. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like on a tangent here. Alright, let me try those. So basically, going back to what Lee just said is that we are not experts, but this is called
The Know Nothing Beer Review. I do have some like I said, this is Cooperstown brewed from Omegang Brewery.
It's
Neon
hoppy,
Rainbows.
right?
It is hoppy. It's double dry hopped hazy IPA, New England IPA. And it has a bunch of different types of hops in it. Again, we're not experts.
Yeah,
so
I don't
have no
know.
idea what
There
any of
could be
this
7.5
means.
hops in there. I don't know which one is which.
Our friend David from the beer section at Wegmans, we go on sample day every Saturday.
Stop!
He always teaching us.
My
He's teaching us things. So
No.
we know if you name dropping David from Wegmans.
He said he's there, I think, Thursday through Sunday,
Yeah.
and he does the samples. So we should seriously take some notes.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, we started this podcast, and definitely want to drop your name for a shout out, because if not, we don't want to sound like we're the pros, because actually David at Wegmans is the pro.
He's been helping us out. He's definitely given us a few beers that we really enjoyed.
Almost as like those British, what are those things that stand outside and they're not allowed to laugh?
Those like the
Yeah,
British.
he's kind of like that
Yeah.
because he's just trying to get people to buy the beer. So
Royal
I'll
Guards with the hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll literally be like all serious with himself. He always cracks a smile, but I know that he's supposed to be doing his job. I'll just be straight, like if I don't like it, I'll just be like, bleh, like that. Oh no, that was horrible. And he'll just be like, okay, well we're moving on to the next one here, and then just give us all the facts. I'm like, all right, David.
So, David, my dude. So back to this beer. It has a bunch of hops: Magnum hops, Mosaic hops, Simcoe, Citra, and Topaz.
Topaz.
Yeah.
Isn't that a birthstone?
It is a birthstone.
So
What do you think about the beer?
I think it's good. I don't know that I taste rainbows.
I definitely am not tasting a rainbow.
I know, but didn't we try one? I know, we gotta get to that. We tried one the other day that literally said Fruit Loop in it, and the aftertaste made me taste Fruit Loop cereal. So I'm just saying, I don't taste rainbows, that's all. So if you taste the rainbows, it should taste like Lucky Charms, but not that Omega really promised us that either.
Taste the rainbow. Should taste like Skittles.
Skittles.
It's literally their slogan.
So what do you think of it? I think it's good, like, it's just another good hoppy beer for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's not any like super duper flavors that are sticking out to me. It's very smooth. Yeah, I definitely get citrusy.
It's always a
Really
go-to.
like. I like the hops mixed with like the citrusy.
Right. I don't do half the ones that you do, though.
No. Well, I like
Like the
darker
malt.
beers, but this one isn't that. This is definitely like a hazy, lighter beer.
We are moving forward with our lives. I want to know what you did this weekend. Even though we live together, we don't do everything together. Like, we did kick off the weekend together, though, because I had a crazy-ass Friday, and you're just like, we're going out, and it's my treat. And I'm like, I'm not saying no.
Yeah. Well, the thing about couples is that one or the other, once in a while is going to be in a bad mood.
Help the other one out?
For sure. I mean, fucking man up and cheer your girl up, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I told you, it's a surprise.
We were heading towards the clam bar, and I'm like, like the clam bar, but I just, like, wasn't sure.
Secret about the clam bar is you get their wings. A lot of people go for the seafood. Got to get there.
I know, and the millions of years that I went with my family to the clam bar and always gotten seafood, I never got their wings until we went, and I was like, oh, shoot. So good.
Probably top 3 wings for me. But one of the other top 3 wing places is where we actually went, and that was Toss and Fire Pizza.
The only thing that I was nervous about was that not everyone knows that I don't love pizza. I don't.
I can't believe that I'm in a relationship with a person who doesn't like pizza.
I don't know that we have enough time in the day to talk about your food problems. Seriously.
It's true, it's true.
You eat like a 5-year-old, and it's like, sounds great, but then you don't eat like normal adult foods either, so.
Basically, I don't eat beef or vegetables, so wrap your head over that.
Or like spaghetti. But you go ahead and eat salmon, which is disgusting.
I had salmon on sample day, and when I was drunk at a wedding, I've never had it before. It tastes like tuna, it's not that bad.
I know, but I actually hate it. And you're like, oh, I won't eat spaghetti and meatballs, but I'll eat salmon. That doesn't make any sense. So we pull up to Toss and Fire, and I'm like, okay, this guy's trying to surprise me, but seriously, almost a year in, you know that I don't love pizza. So we got in there, we got a flight, and that's where we got the Fruit Loop beer, and that was what's up. And I got half Hawaiian pizza and half Lego's double pepperoni. We went all in, got boneless wings,
It was too much.
calamar. It was so good.
I love Toss and Fire, one of my favorite pizza places, although our favorite is, of course, Palladino's. Both of our favorite is Palladino's.
I'm sorry, but there
Gotta
is a
wrap
difference.
Mattydale.
There is a difference between the Cicero one and the Mattydale one.
For sure. Both good, but Mattydale Palladino's is the best.
Mattydale Palladino's is flat and greasy in the best way.
I wish I had the full names of the beers that we drank the other day. I just have like a list of the breweries. But we had one Southern Tier, which was the Fruit Loop one.
Okay.
We liked that. The Buried Acorn was a Saison. Buried Acorn is another one in Syracuse.
Did I like that?
I think that was too dark for you, but I really enjoyed it.
I just don't really love dark.
I was expecting it to be a little bit spicier because I feel like Saisons that I've had in the past were a little spicier. This one was like, it was smooth and it was good, but it was like almost too
What was the third one? I know I liked that one.
smooth. That was the Industrial Arts Wrench, I want to say. Something like
I feel like
that.
I liked that one a lot.
Yeah, again, I wish I had the names for them.
And then the fourth one was a pink, was it raspberry?
It was the Graft Cider Company, and it was a
Oh, that's
Ghost.
right. I was
What
kind of...
flavor was it, though?
I thought it was raspberry.
Might have been
I was a
raspberry
little bit
Ghost.
weary because it was a cider, but I was like, okay, I'll take one for the team. I'm 21 again, whatever.
Well, we had our boy David at Wegmans hooked us up with Graft Cider
Yeah,
the
but
other day.
he said that it tasted like wine, and it did, and it
Yes.
was amazing. So basically, that's how we kicked off the weekend. Was Toss and Fire, bomb,
Pizza.
everything felt disgusting after in the best way. Like
Yeah.
wanted to be in my food coma and go to bed,
Mhm.
but then I had plans to meet up with my girlfriend to go see Root Shack at Funkin' Waffles, and I literally only seen Root Shack about under 5 times. Not enough to get my fix. And the first time I ever saw them, I got really, really wasted because I loved them so much. I was like just so into it.
Yeah.
And now anytime they come back to Cuse, I'm there. And so this was probably the second or third time. I don't know. It could have been the most packed I've ever seen Funk in my career of going there. I have the worst quality camera, I swear, but I just take them anyways, hoping for the best. And everyone was bouncing in there too, so I was trying not to be in their way, basically.
But one of our favorite bands to go out and
For
dance to.
sure! Seriously, because the first ever local band that I ever saw in this area was Sophistifunk,
Yeah.
and I just, after seeing them, I realized I'll just keep going to see them. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, like a seasoned local music goer yet. I was just
For
like,
sure.
love Sophistifunk, I'll go every time they show up, blah, blah, blah. They're from here, and now that I've, like, branched out, there's numerous that I love, and every time I go without you and with my friends, I tell you I buy a CD, and you're like, basically, I raised you right, because I support local music, hashtag.
For sure. And obviously, me being in a band, that goes to my heart and soul, man. I'm always trying to support local music, but we love to see Root Shock, and Phil and Jessica are both amazing. The whole band really. are
Seriously.
great.
Because it's just like, she's a powerhouse. She's got a range that's like nobody's business. Like, she could do anything. I'm
She's
just like
amazing.
obsessed.
She's
I'm
amazing.
obsessed. I'm sorry.
And they're so fun. I mean, you go and you just dance.
For real.
Even if like, I don't know.
I think that you could have a bad day and go to Root Shack and have the best day.
For sure. Even if the music's not your thing, if you're like going out and having fun with your friends and going and dancing, like go dance.
Well, it's just the other night it stuck with me because that was the day I had like a crap day,
Yeah.
and I'm just like being dramatic here, but it was a crap day, whatever. And
People have bad days,
it was a bad day.
man.
So Jessica Brown on stage towards the end was like, "Oh, whatever happened this week, basically let it go. It's the weekend. Like, don't let it bother you anymore." And I feel like you texted that to me that day, but I was like, it wasn't enough. I had to hear Jessica Brown say it at Funk.
For sure. I mean, just the music thing. Music is so therapeutic. Like,
Yeah, that's why, like, when I was single and my other friends that were single too, I'm like, if you go out with me, your day will be lifted up. No matter, you won't think about your problems when you go out and dance. You just won't.
No.
You can't. There's no way. If you do, then I can't help you at that point.
you're not a friend of mine if you can't boogie.
I'm sorry. What did you do yesterday?
I woke up late. Woke up quick at about noon. And
What's new though?
Yeah. And then I went to my parents' house, watched Syracuse lacrosse get smashed up by Notre Dame lacrosse.
Last
which-
weekend's game was what's up because they made a comeback at Duke at CNS.
Yeah.
And everybody left, and it was hilarious because
Mm-hmm.
we're like, seriously?
That's kind of been the story of our year, though, is we go down early and then we try to make a comeback, which also happened in this. When I went over there, it was halftime, and I think it was 11-3. And so I watched the rest of the game with my parents, and we were
I
all
can see
like,
Karen now. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Come on, guys.
come on, guys, let's go.
Come on, guys.
Wake up.
We gotta score something. We gotta do something. Come on, guys.
Yeah. For people who don't know me, me and my family have had season tickets to
Since you were out the womb.
pretty much 2001.
I'm pretty sure she had you, and then you guys went the next day.
It was the last year that Ryan Powell was there, and the first year that Mikey Powell was there. And it was, I've had season tickets since then. We've gone previously to that too, but
They've only lost a few times this year. They've really been killing
we
it.
got a pretty good team. It's not like a crazy team, but definitely above average. I think we'll make a good run in the tournament, so hopefully we continue that. But we were not able to make the comeback.
It's
we
cool.
ended up losing by a couple points, but
It's cool. So then yesterday when you were doing that, I went to Whedon's Mini Mall. I don't think you've ever been there. It's, I don't know that the address is Camden, but it's outside of Camden and a little bit past Sylvan Beach. Whip out there in like 35 minutes, no big deal. And so my mom and I went, and literally there's like 70 booths of antique-ers. I don't know what the term is, that people that sell antiques.
vendors, yeah.
Yeah, vendors, sure. It's as simple as that. So we looked, and we had to rush because I had a waitress that night, and my mom works there too. I didn't end up buying anything. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to buy, but I also wanted to behave and not spend my whole paycheck at Whedon's Mini Mall. But you need to come with me sometime because it's just not something that is common. It's not like a typical antique shop. It's just
For sure.
literally a mini mall. No lie. And there's just tons and tons of treasures is the term, not junk. So, typically I do buy something every time I go.
Yeah.
But I stayed strong. There's something that I want to bring up to you because with me working at the radio station that I work at, I am starting to feel like I am even too old to be on this station.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this past week that I started this like guide key to words that are hip. I hate saying that. It's embarrassing. So, but I'm just going to see if you think you know some of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool. I know some lit, like, slang,
Well, Liz on this list, so at least you know that much.
Yeah.
Basically, they're 2019 current slang words.
My nephew is 11 or 12. I don't know. He's turned into a little man. And he is, like, trendy. And I resent it.
Like, when I was in college, I went to school with a bunch of people that were from New York City area.
Yeah.
So they were even more badass than I was coming from the Qs. So I really kept up on it. Maybe it was just because I was in school. I don't know.
I'm not even up with, like, new music or anything if it weren't for you. I mean, it's your job to know those things, as you always tell me.
They pay me to know these things. That's why I started this keyword list. Alright, so the first one I'm going to give you is don't at me.
Don't.
Like,
at
literally an at sign. Don't at me.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably, like, don't come at me, maybe. Probably from social media where you, like, tag people, like, on Instagram.
Kind of. A little bit. It's mainly from Twitter, though. But
Yeah.
it's basically, like, whatever I'm saying is, like, don't judge me, don't come at me about my opinion. Like, I don't care about your opinion. That's what I like. So, like, don't at me.
Don't at me, bro.
Don't judge me. It's like a mix of all of that.
Mhm.
What about IRL?
Easy, in real life.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, see, my friend Anthony, who's the bassist in my band,
Yeah.
he loves, like, the internet. And he's always...
Okay.
I mean, everybody
Sure.
loves the internet, but he loves the internet. Like Reddit.
So
and
he
shit
uses
like
this
that.
stuff?
So he uses, like, IRL.
TIL.
Yeah.
Today I learned. I didn't know that until a few months ago.
Too long didn't read. TLDR.
I'm sorry. I've
Yeah.
seen that a lot on Reddit, and I just scroll past it because I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Are you kidding me?
It's a summary of the post.
I don't even know why
Too
I'm
long
like.
didn't read.
I don't even know why I'm quizzing you. You really don't. And you should have been quizzing me.
I should have been quizzing you.
You know what sis is?
I don't know.
Sis is like the new bro.
Your brother calls you sis. What's up,
I'm
sis?
his sister, dude. I'm talking like if I go up to Lisa and I'm like, yo, sis. Like, or if I'm like,
So it's like a female to female.
your boyfriend isn't treating you right, sis. Like, that's what I'll be like. It's like that. It's like that.
You were yelling at me the other day because me and my buddies got together. Well, Friday night, me and my buddies got together.
Yeah.
And you were like, afterwards, you're like, you say bro so much.
Do I talk like that? All
Mm-hmm.
of a sudden, I have this extremely deeper voice than I already have.
You say bro so
No!
much.
It's just that each. Okay, there's like, what, 6 dudes here? And I'm cool with it. Like, hand out my treats that I make. They love me. I love them for real. Because they're all bankers. So they're like, do you even do loans, bro? Bro. And it's like, the next one will be like, do you even do loans, bro? And then, like, you'll just say something. You'll chime in and add bro to the end of it. Everyone says bro at the
We're
end.
definitely like bros.
And I feel like you did it to me today. And I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? What about just the V?
V?
Yeah.
That's like very.
Yeah. Ariana Grande's been using that. I feel like that's where it came from.
But people who say it out loud are stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't like it.
You're being a hater right now.
That's V annoying, okay?
No! What about Peep?
Peep? Like, to see something?
Yeah. To look at.
Peep
or to
this.
listen to. Yeah. What about Skirt?
Skirt.
Yeah, like that.
No, I don't know that.
That
I've heard
means
people
go
say it.
away.
Go away.
A lot of people at the restaurant I work at say that.
Skirt. It's like people when they like squeal the tires as they drive off. Is that what
Yeah.
it's from?
Maybe. I
Then
don't
you go,
know.
Skirt.
Maybe. What about sus?
Yo, you sus. You man sus.
What's it mean?
Like suspect or suspicious.
Yeah, doing something wrong or acting shady.
The reason that we're doing this is because of that viral video that's been going around.
Which one?
The one with the newscasters where they like throw in a bunch
Corny
of these
things like
yeah,
this? Yeah.
It's horrible.
Salty. Someone's always salty. Go. I honestly didn't know that one until mad recently.
Salty.
Go. And I remember your
Greatest of all
sister
time.
was like, seriously, that one's old as shit. Go. Greatest of all time. Extra. AF.
You're extra. Yeah.
Bay and DM.
I'm gonna drop a DM on you, babe.
What the? I'm really excited for this next one, so
Me
that's that.
too. And so this.
Me too. Kind of reminds me of someone I know. Can I call her out or no? Ellie. My friend Ellie that waitresses. She always talks like that to her customers. She's always like, you want cocktail, tartar, or both?
You love to make fun of Ellie.
I know, but we're friends, so it's cool.
I'm just looking at this. I actually thought it was from New York when I looked it up when I Googled it. I did my research. I thought their pour room is in the Bronx.
Okay.
But I'm reading this now and it says that it was brewed in Dorchester, Mass.
Are you serious?
So yeah, maybe I lied to everybody.
It's not the same one as the baked goods, right? Because that one's from Massachusetts too.
No.
And I still haven't been able to find it since.
Baked goods we really like. That's like one of your favorite beers.
Yeah, but it was at Wegmans and I haven't seen it since, so...
So wherever this is from, it is Decadent Ales, blueberry frosted pastry. I'll try to get a close up here for us. But it is a double India Pale Ale with blueberries, cinnamon, and allspice added.
Legit Pop-Tart.
It says everyone loves toasted pastries.
Does it have the frosting or not? Because the frosting Pop-Tarts are better than the ones without.
Yeah, it says blueberry frosted pastry, so it is specific. It is a frosted Pop-Tart.
Okay. We went to a fast food place, thank you. And, I'm just not going to say the name because it's Lee's favorite. Every time we go to the drive-thru, Lee always says to check the bags. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm sure they put everything in there. Well, we went in because number one thought they were going to have the soda machine with the Surge. They do have the soda machine, but not Surge.
Surge is just exclusive to Burger King.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So whatever, so not naming names still, so they didn't have Surge, so that kind of started off our bad time. When we thought we were specifically walking in because they don't have the cool machine in the drive-thru, just when you go in yourself. So you gotta walk your ass in.
Which is BS
Don't
to
be a bum.
begin with. Like if you request one of the cool sodas, like the worker should just go make it.
You expect them to run out from the counter and then come back with
It's
it.
a 30-second job.
I worked in fast food before I graduated college, from high school until the end of college. I know how it is. It's not 30 seconds. And the managers and higher-ups pressure you to get the best drive-thru times.
I apologize. I apologize to fast food workers
Everywhere.
everywhere.
While he was still trying to find a backup plan soda, I went up and found out that our order was set. And I checked the bags, I thought. So he was like, do you have a 6-piece nugget in your bag? And I said, no. Do you? And he was like, no, they forgot it. I said, I guess never trust me again with the checking the bag situation. So
I was
said,
over it at this point. I was ready to just move on. Because there's no righting the situation at this point. You forgot my nuggets. I'm just going to forget about it.
dude, it's not about the $2.
Give me a
It's
medium
not.
drink instead of the large
No,
drink.
no, it was a small. It's just like everything was messed up, and she acted like she didn't care about us from the start. And it's like, I understand that nobody desires to work in a fast food restaurant. I mean, I feel like at one point they were getting paid more than what I was. So it's like, just fake the damn smile and be on your way.
Well, I think it's just a difference. Like, I am not going to make a scene or, like, even, which is bad, I think. I'm almost too timid about it. Unless I really think that I've been wrong. I'll let mistakes go when sometimes I shouldn't. And you're not like that.
I definitely feel there's some people in life that will cause a scene in order to make sure that there was a scene caused, and then there's people that, I guess like me, that I know I'm paying a decent amount for a meal or whatever, and I think it should be correct. That's all. And I guess because I waitress, that I want my customers to have what they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
And sometimes I judge a little too much since I'm a waitress, and I'm like, damn, we didn't get extra napkins, we didn't get plates, like,
Yeah.
it's just things that I expect when I go out to eat that I give my customers.
You were on fire last time we went out to eat.
Stop. Didn't you want a plate? Did you want extra napkins?
There's a bunch of stuff. It took like a long time to get my Pepsi and stuff.
Didn't you want Parmesan cheese for your pizza?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, things like that.
They just didn't even have like normal stuff on the table.
Yeah, and that's what my grandma always used to say to me was that basically if you brought it either prior to bringing their food or make sure you have all of it when you bring the food, you can't go wrong.
Definitely a Facebook complainer. I don't like make.
Oh yeah, and I'm not at all.
I don't like to make people feel bad.
Why
But
bother?
that's just like me talking politics on Facebook. So don't fight on Facebook and maybe complain about your meal when it is.
Yeah.
I don't really get the blueberry at all. I'm getting a very like mapley, sugary.
Damn. Now that you say that, I definitely feel that. So maybe they put the maple brown sugar Pop-Tart in the blueberry can.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's what might have
At
happened.
first, when I started drinking it, I think I tasted or smelled a berry.
I'm trying to I'm really trying to search for the blueberry. I guess I get a little bit of it, but like mostly.
No, I taste exactly what you're saying, and it's disgusting. Not like I don't mean that the beer's disgusting. I mean it's crazy how on point you just called that.
No.
That's all.
No, they definitely have the thing about Decadent. I was looking at their website. They have a lot of really off the wall, out of the box flavors for beers.
They had other Pop-Tart flavors too. What other ones did you see?
They definitely have a raspberry. They have a peach pastry of some sort. They have a bunch of different ones on the website. They have creamsicle beers and stuff like that. So I'd like to try them again, but this beer in particular is not my favorite.
That creamsicle, the only problem with that would be that that orange vanilla Coke that they have out now is what? Orangey?
Yeah.
Not vanilla, so it's sickening. So I just hope that beer would be an even actual creamsicle. That's all.
For sure.
But alright, so we kind of decided that we definitely like the first one more than we like the second.
Not like I never want to have it again. It's just I'm not going to spend
I'm not going to pick it out of anything else.
For something that's just okay. Definitely cool can though.
I know. That's what makes me want it. It's good goddamn advertising, I'll tell ya.
Yeah.
Good branding. Hashtag branding.
Hashtag branding.
Ugh.
But I would definitely give...
Oh my god, what? Out of 10, out of 5?
Yeah, what do you think? Out of 10, we'll say. Let's go with the first one. Neon Rainbows Oh My Gang.
Yo, I'm gonna say an 8. It wasn't the best. It wasn't a standout. Definitely just a good, safe, hoppy beer.
Definitely safe. If you like craft beers, you're gonna like this.
But my favorite one is, I'm not going to say it right now, but it's a 10 for sure.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Another local brewery.
Right. So what are we giving the second one?
Maybe a 6. I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on it because it's not horrible. It's not like I can't finish it. I'm gonna gladly finish it.
And I think it's a little too sweet.
Definitely sugary. Definitely, if you like maple, you'd like this beer.
Goddamn diabetes.
But
it's definitely mapley, and that's gotta be an acquired taste.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like maple. I love maple sugar at the finish.
It's not that I don't, but then again, I don't eat maple syrup, so I'm just not sure.
So, what have we been watching? What have we been listening to?
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek is our favorite show right now, and there's 2 more episodes left in season 5. Season 1 through 4 are on Netflix.
We binged them in a week or 2.
And if you've never seen it, you should check it out on Netflix. We'll talk about it more probably when the season's done. Season finale or something.
We've gotten a lot of people into it as well because I don't know, it's just one of those that you can't not laugh out loud at least once every episode, at least once.
Yes, it's hilarious. It has Eugene Levy and Catherine. What?
Nothing, that's my girl. That's my main chick. I don't care.
Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
Who's amazing. They are in a bunch of movies together, including
What's the
Best
dog
in
show
Show.
one? Yeah, I haven't seen it
Yeah.
yet, but I'm going to.
In a Mighty Wind, which are both mockumentaries, so they're fake documentaries. But Catherine's probably best known for being Home Alone
And
and
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. And Eugene Levy is probably best known for being in American Pie. He's the dad of that too.
So then Eugene Levy's son.
Daniel writes and produces and stars in it too. And he's...
Ew, David.
Ew, David. Eat glass.
No. So who's your... Okay, I'm sorry. And then what's the chick's name? I'm sorry. What's her real name?
Annie Murphy.
Okay.
Plays Alexis. And
Okay.
She's good. She's good too.
So who's your favorite?
My favorite's probably David. But David's like the hipster's hipster.
His
He's
outfits.
always wearing sweaters and like leather skirts and shit.
With like leggings and sneakers. And
Yeah.
I have to choose Moira Rose as my main bitch. I really do.
Moira.
Between the wigs, the numerous wigs, the fact that she says "baby," like the fact that she says anything that's not like what anyone else in the world would say.
For sure.
She stands out. I think she's the most dramatic.
I can't imagine that show without Catherine O'Hara as Moira Rose, because she is.
I think she did.
Makes the show.
I think she did say that that accent is not really even another area's accent. It's like made up by her. She just wanted to be so out there that it was like no one could pinpoint what the hell and why she acts so crazy.
And the way that she elongates words and like does an alternative pronunciation for everything.
Something that I would compare it to, because it's not easy to find a show that genuinely, if you could watch it by yourself or just with one other person, makes you laugh out loud. When I compare it to like Modern Family and Big Bang Theory too, because that's what they've done for me.
For sure. And I've also cried watching it because I really got into... I'd cry all the time when you make fun
You
of me.
cry about everything, dude.
For sure. But it's...
I've never cried to Schitt's Creek.
There are some, like, good episodes.
I know.
You get invested in the characters, and it really is a cool show.
I think I've cried to like Roseanne. And I laugh out loud to Roseanne.
Umbrella Academy is pretty cool if you're into superheroes.
But Umbrella Academy was one that we were like looking for a new show to watch.
It was based off of a book written by Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. 7 kids
Yeah, I don't want to give
born
away
on
too
the
much.
same
I don't want to
day
give away too much.
were adopted by a father, and they turned out to be superheroes.
Kick-Ass. Like, that one means a lot to me.
Darker, like noir type, which all of the Netflix like Marvels were, but this is kind of different from those.
Can I say nerdy? I don't know. I just don't want to hate on anybody. I just don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What I find nerdy, what I might like, people might find nerdy, I guess is my point.
I think that's like it's not even nerdy anymore. It's just out there. Like all the movies, like blockbusters, are superhero movies and stuff like that, which is fine, and some of them are good, but like I'm just kind of over that.
It's just not my thing.
Different than like most of the superhero movies and stuff. So
I
enjoyed it. It was funny. It's dramatic. The characters are good. I don't know.
Yeah, they're okay. I just don't love the girl that was in Juno. What's her name again? I'm sorry.
You're quizzing me. I forget.
Oh, I feel stupid.
Yeah.
I really feel stupid right now.
Well, she does. I'm sure she doesn't lose any sleep about us forgetting her name. I feel like somebody could have
Ellen
done a
Page.
better job.
I'm
but
sorry, I didn't
she's
look it
alright.
up.
She's alright. She's good. Yeah, that's what you said to me the other day. I like to let it bother me for a few days before I Google it.
Because that's the old-fashioned way to do things, not to just Google it right away because you can and are able to.
Yeah.
I mean...
When we were doing prep, I saw something like, what was it, our memories were worse because of cell phones?
Yeah, because you can put anything in there. Reminders or birthdays or anything. You don't have to remember nothing because of your cell phone.
Well, I think that, your brain's a muscle too, so. You don't work it out, man. It's gonna get weak.
Bill.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yeah, it's Ellen Page. Took me 7 years to figure that out.
Jeez.
Okay. Are we gonna call it a day?
I think we are.
Hey, can I really do one last thing before we leave?
One more, but people are losing patience. So.
Wow. I just wanted to give a shout out
Shout out.
to you.
Oh.
And I don't want to be a corny couple like that, but last night I came home from work and it was absolute garbage, and we've been together for almost a year, and this was the second time I got flowers.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Second time. So, 2 flowers, 2
Hey,
chains.
I made it a point, not to spoil you.